Chris Talk Show, tune in, don't miss every word dropping jewels. Straight bliss. Chris Talk Show with a vibe legit. Take a seat, lean back, this the hit.
What's up, listeners, and welcome to another episode of the show. Hope that you're having a blessed day because I am definitely having a blessed one. All right, let's get right into our top topic for this episode, which is going to be a surgeon is charged for forcing abortion pills into his girlfriend's mouth. We're going to go to Sarah for this report. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, Chris. An Ohio surgeon has been charged with stuffing crushed abortion pills in his pregnant girlfriend's mouth while she slept. Hassan James Abbas, 32, was indicted after allegedly procuring abortion pills under his estranged wife's name and holding his sleeping girlfriend down to force the crushed pills into her mouth in December of last year. He got on top of me and put his fingers in my mouth. His girlfriend told WTOL 11. I laid there and I went back and forth in my head on if he was gonna kill me. That was my biggest thought. That he was going to kill me. After splitting from his wife in October 2024, Abbas' girlfriend of 2 months told the doctor that she was pregnant. According to documents obtained by the Daily Mail from the State Medical Board of Ohio. I told him I took a test. I sent him a picture of it. I was happy to talk to him about it and have a conversation. He called me on the phone and was screaming at me, the alleged victim told the outlet, adding that she only learned of his marriage separation over the phone call. Abbas, a surgical resident at the University of Toledo, had urged her to abort the pregnancy, but she told him that she wanted to keep the child. The documents stated, the doctor then allegedly obtained medication intended for abortion uses from an out-of-state telemedical abortion provider the next day. According to the documents, Abbas ordered mifepristone and misoprostol, 2 medications that together can induce abortion. On December 8, the filing said, Abbas placed the order in his estranged wife's name, without her knowledge or consent, using her name, date of birth and driver's license number. The documents stated, the drugs were delivered to Abbas' home on December 11, and an email with a 4-page set of instructions for the medications uses for pregnancies less than 13 weeks. In the coming days, the doctor's girlfriend sought medical advice from him for nausea, leading him to form a patient relationship with her after he prescribed her anti-nausea medication. On December 15, his girlfriend texted Abbas that she had scheduled her first obstetric appointment for January 8 and she was due to give birth in August. Abbas responded on text asking to see her. On the night of December 18, his girlfriend awoke to find Abbas allegedly holding her down and forcing a crushed powder inside her bottom lip, beside her gums. The filing stated, Abbas continued to hold the victim down. She fought to get away and ran to the kitchen where she called 911. The documents said, he allegedly hung up the call to emergency services at around 4:50 a.m. before his girlfriend drove herself to the emergency room at 5:59 a.m., where she said she had been assaulted. She told WTOL 11 that Abbas had held her for 30 minutes and forced her to listen to his explanation before she was able to get to the hospital, where she lost the pregnancy. Patient was held down by the neck by sexual partner after telling him she had a positive pregnancy test. Patient states that he forced an unknown substance into her mouth. She shoved and scratched him off her and got away at kitchen. The medical board wrote of the patient's charted information from the hospital visit. The visit diagnosis was determined as vaginal bleeding. The documents said, the Medical Board of Ohio wrote that on July 21, 2025, Abbas admitted to researching the drugs he ordered online after his girlfriend announced the pregnancy, as well as using his wife's information to obtain the medication. Abbas admitted to crushing the abortion medication for it to dissolve more quickly. You stated that you adjusted the medication administration and did not follow the instructions. The documents continued. However, Abbas told the medical board that his girlfriend had agreed to take the drugs after he admitted to administering crushed pills to her. Abbas admitted to taking her phone and hanging up the 911 call. You admitted to taking the remainder of the crushed pills and throwing them out the window on your way to work. The board continued. The documents, which issued a summary concerning Abbas' medical license suspension, stated that Abbas had violated several Ohio medical codes. Abbas, according to the summary, was accused of violating a section of the revised code concerning the selling, giving away, personally furnishing, prescribing or administering drugs for other than legal and legitimate therapeutic purposes. The board also determined in the summary that Abbas' alleged actions constituted as felonious, including identity fraud, deception to obtain a dangerous drug, unlawful distribution of an abortion-inducing drug, abduction, disrupting public services and tampering with evidence. He was indicted on November 5 by a Lucas County grand jury for all 6 charges detailed in the board's summary. According to the indictment, the victim's attorney, Kel Sowell, said in a statement to WTOL 11 that they were relieved that the criminal process has finally begun, and added that their team is not closing the door on future indictments as this case unfolds. Abbas may face a civil penalty from the board of up to $20,000. In addition to any other action the board may take, the doctor is scheduled to be arraigned on December 19. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that report. All right, you can hit it. You can hit it. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a part of the show where I give my view and my opinion. But before I do that, I want to say what's up to the sound guy, because I completely forgot to say hello to you. Sorry
Bruh.
Sorry about that.
Bruh.
All right. Anyway, all my listeners, that's the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion. And if we can, let's just get past this real quick. Can we drop? And I think it's sufficient enough to do this. Okay. Can we drop a church bell for the fetus that was lost in the situation, please? All right, thank you. And can we also, for the guy that did this, can we drop the dummy buzzer for him, please? Please. Thank you. Now, me personally, I think this man, I think he completely overreacted. I mean, he had a chance to talk with her. She didn't she didn't agree to get the abortion. I mean, and I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, all my listeners, I've said this before, this raises a lot of questions about abortions. A lot of questions about abortion. Okay?
Bruh.
Because this man, he probably didn't want to pay, knowing that this woman would have this child 2 months out of his marriage, which she should not have been paying for at all. It's not her fault that she chose. I mean, well, it is in a way, but it's not her fault that he was divorced. And divorce usually takes a process. You know what I'm saying, right?
Bruh.
Yeah, it's a process, so it's not usually quick. But I mean, at the same time, people, we gotta be careful who we choose to lay with.
Bruh.
And we should inquire more information on people before we lay with them. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
I say people because I don't, at this time of age, you know what I mean? But you should inquire on the person's past on both sides before you really choose to sit there and just lay with them, especially with no protection. I mean, come on.
Message.
And I'm not laying no blame on her. What happened to this woman was it was awful. Completely awful. You understand what I'm saying? This guy, I would say, is truly he's nuts.
Bruh.
Straight up. He is nuts. You know what I mean? In my opinion. And in my opinion, and this is what I really want to get down to, ladies and gentlemen. I think this person should, if there's any additional charges, I don't know what's with this medical board. Okay, with the medical board, I think they should probably revoke, if anything. But where is this at anyway? Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. But this board in Ohio, they need to revoke his license, and we need to start talking about some serious criminal charges. Now, I was just arguing. I had a little disagreement, okay, with the sound guy. All right,
Bruh.
it wasn't an argument; it was a disagreement. I think when they said there was other charges that will be brought, I think this is my opinion. Okay, now all my listeners, you can comment on this and let me know what you think. Okay, my our view. No, I'm going to get to your opinion first. Your opinion is this, but I think I should say my opinion first because my opinion sets the standard. Which is my opinion is this: this guy should be charged with murder. Now, um,
Bruh.
anyway, the sound guy does not think that this person should be charged with murder. But I will lay out my case real quick, and I'm gonna do it in about a minute. You want to put a time on it? No, I'm gonna try to do it within a minute. Okay. So I'm gonna just point out a few things why I think this man should be charged with murder. Then the first thing is this: simply is first he falsely besides his confession, that's his confession says everything. But within the confession, he stated that he falsely used her name to acquire the drug. Then he crushed the pill, right, in her mouth, and also he sat there and can you run that back real quick? Because I have my third view. Just run that back real quick. I want to see. Bring that up on a big screen, please. All right, yes. And thank you, right there. He also prevented her. When she was going to get aid, he also prevented her from getting the aid. So he held her down for like a half an hour. That's murder. That's murder.
Bruh.
And that's besides his confession. That's murder.
Bruh.
I'm sorry. I don't see any other way that like
Bruh.
it's murder. I mean, he went, got the drug, forced it in her mouth, okay, and then prevented her from seeking any type of treatment. She did get treatment. This is true, and that's what he's arguing. She did get treatment, but, and this is my argument, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all my listeners. She didn't get she drove to whatever hospital, and this is how I see it. She drove there, he followed her. When she got to the emergency room or wherever, he held her down, which he admitted to doing, holding her down, preventing her from getting any treatment because he was explaining to her why he did what he did. Okay?
Bruh.
I'm just saying. What else can he expect? Okay, doing that. I mean, come on. What else can he expect? Yes, and that's the right thing that you hit. Because that's probably where he'll be spending the rest of his life. If anything. How old is this guy again? How old is this guy? He's like in his 40s, right? He 32? Man, please. Yeah, listen. This ain't coming out. He going.
Bruh.
He going. Yeah. He's done. He's done. He's done.
Out of the damn way.
Yep. That's what he's gonna be saying. Out of my damn way. Because he's done. So that's my view. And that's my opinion. Yeah, and then a few weeks when he's sitting there, and I'm gonna tell you this, he's gonna sit in there for a long time. Does he have any bail or anything like that?
What?
Any bail? Okay, no bail. There's no bail on him. So yeah, he's gonna sit in there uh, until his case, and he should get exactly what he's getting. But I also think that he deserves to be charged with murder for causing this abortion. All my listeners, y'all let me know what y'all think. That's my view, and that's my opinion on this particular topic. You can drop my bomb real quick. All right, thank you. Yeah, this guy is gonna rot in jail. It's there's nothing else to say about that. Listen, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all later. Peace out.